General Hospital spoilers. Not just playing God. Cyrus has other motives for killing Sam. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, killed Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, by injecting Digitalis in her IV and causing Sam to suffer a heart attack after she donated part of her liver to Lulu Spencer, Alexa Haven's Bruning. Cyrus clearly wanted Sam dead, but the question is, why? We know that Cyrus loves playing God, and he feels that killing patients in hospitals gives him power, but that just seems way too convenient. Cyrus killed Sam for a reason, and there are several motives that he could have. General Hospital spoilers. Cyrus Renault killed Sam McCall because of Julian Jerome, motive number 1. Back in 2020, Cyrus ordered Julian Jerome, William DeVry, to plan a bomb at the Floating Rib. Lulu was injured in the explosion and subsequently went into a coma soon after this. Even though Cyrus himself is to blame, he can never do wrong. He has put the blame on this on Julian, which is his logic. He told Lulu this while she was still in her coma as well. He might have killed Sam because she is Julian's daughter in an act of revenge. GH spoilers. Cyrus Renault wanted Lulu Spencer to stay in the coma and slash or die, motive number 2. Cyrus blamed Sam for donating part of her liver to Lulu and decided that she had to go. There are a couple reasons why he would take Sam's life because of this. Cyrus seemed to enjoy looking after Lulu while she was in a coma. He visited her frequently, and he may have enjoyed watching over her. It gave him a sense of power. He felt that Sam was an interference, and that Lulu might improve when she received Sam's liver transplant. Sam donating the liver was not part of the plan, so she had to go. There is also the possibility that Cyrus did not want Lulu to live, because he thought that Lulu had information on him that could incriminate him. Lulu was an investigative reporter before she went into a coma, so maybe Lulu had something incriminating on him that maybe she wasn't even aware of. Either way, Cyrus was angry that Sam was Lulu's donor and messed with his plans, so Sam had to go. He wanted Lulu to stay in the coma for the foreseeable future. He also wanted to ship Lulu off to another facility in the Carolinas and made the arrangements. Did he want Lulu out of the way? General Hospital spoilers. Sam McCall was investigating Cyrus Renault, motive number 3. Recently, during an informal review that led to the suspension of head nurse Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, it was mentioned that there was a third patient who died from cardiac arrest that was given Digitalis named Sylvie. Perhaps Sylvie's family hired Sam, who was a private investigator, to look into her death. Sam may have been doing this investigation off-screen, and the viewer was not aware of it. Sam may have been close to the truth, so Cyrus decided that she had to go before she found out what really happened. This would indeed be a strong motive for Cyrus to take Sam out. GH spoilers. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think that Cyrus had a motive for killing Sam? What is your theory about why Cyrus killed Sam? Do you think any of the motives mentioned could be correct? Not just playing God, the dark motives behind Cyrus Renault's actions. In the dimly lit corridors of General Hospital, whispers of fear and intrigue carried from room to room. Among the sterile walls and bustling staff, a shadow loomed larger than life, Cyrus Renault. Known for his calculated ruthlessness, Cyrus was no ordinary man. While his public facade often veered towards a philanthropist and leader, his hidden motivations painted a much darker picture. The prelude to chaos. Sam McCall's death sent shockwaves through Port Charles. A beloved private investigator, her altruistic act of donating part of her liver to Lulu Spencer had garnered respect and admiration. No one could have foreseen that her selfless deed would become the catalyst for her tragic end. When the hospital staff discovered Digitalis in her IV, the truth became undeniable. Sam's death was no accident. It was murder, and all signs pointed to Cyrus Renault. Cyrus, however, wasn't one to act on a whim. Every move he made was calculated, every decision backed by motives hidden beneath layers of manipulation and deceit. But why target Sam? As Port Charles reeled from the news, several theories emerged, each more chilling than the last. Motive number 1. A father's vengeance. Back in 2020, the floating rib explosion had left Port Charles in chaos. The culprit? Julian Jerome, Sam's estranged father. Though Julian's actions were coerced by Cyrus, the mobster had long since absolved himself of any blame. In his twisted worldview, Julian bore the sole responsibility for the devastation, and by extension, so did his family. Cyrus's hatred for Julian didn't dissipate with the man's death. Instead, it simmered, seeking an outlet. Sam's connection to Julian made her an easy target. By ending her life, Cyrus not only satisfied his need for vengeance, but also sent a chilling message to anyone who dared cross him. Motive number 2. A silent puppet's fate. Lulu Spencer, once a tenacious investigative reporter, had been rendered comatose by the explosion. For Cyrus, her condition was an opportunity. With Lulu incapacitated, he could control her narrative and, by extension, those around her. Visiting her frequently, Cyrus appeared to relish the sense of power her helplessness afforded him. Sam's decision to donate part of her liver to Lulu disrupted Cyrus's plans. The transplant gave Lulu a fighting chance at recovery, a possibility that threatened Cyrus's control. He couldn't risk Lulu waking up, especially if she remembered details of her investigation into him, details that could incriminate him. Sam's act of defiance by saving Lulu was unacceptable. In Cyrus's mind, her death was not just revenge, it was a necessity. Motive number 3. A PI too close to the truth. Though Sam's work as a private investigator often flew under the radar, her reputation for uncovering hidden truths was well known. During an informal review at General Hospital, it was revealed that a third patient, Sylvie, had died from cardiac arrest under suspicious circumstances. Digitalis poisoning was suspected, linking Sylvie's death to Sam's. What if Sylvie's family had hired Sam to investigate? Working quietly, Sam could have uncovered a trail leading directly to Cyrus. If she had stumbled upon his role in Sylvie's death or his larger schemes within the hospital, Cyrus would have had no choice but to silence her. Her death ensured that his secrets remained buried. The day of reckoning, the day Sam died, the hospital's atmosphere was tense. Cyrus's presence had a way of unsettling everyone. Staff whispered about his late-night visits to Lulu's room, his cryptic conversations with certain nurses, and the unshakable feeling that he was always watching. When Sam's heart monitor flatlined, chaos erupted. Doctors and nurses scrambled to save her, but it was too late. The Digitalis had done its job. For Cyrus, it was another victory. Yet he didn't celebrate openly. He watched from the shadows, his expression unreadable. In his mind, he had played God once again, asserting his dominance over life and death. But deep down, even he knew that his actions were more than just a display of power. They were a desperate attempt to maintain control over a crumbling empire. Unraveling the truth. As the days turned into weeks, those closest to Sam refused to let her death go unanswered. Jason Morgan, Sam's former lover and confidant, began piecing together the puzzle. He uncovered discrepancies in hospital records, strange behaviors among staff, and a trail of evidence leading straight to Cyrus. Meanwhile, Lulu's condition began to improve. Though still unconscious, her vital signs grew stronger, giving her family hope. Cyrus's frustration became evident. He pushed harder for Lulu's transfer to a facility in the Carolinas, citing the need for specialized care. But those who knew him best suspected ulterior motives. Was he trying to isolate Lulu to keep her silent forever? A town united. Port Charles had faced many threats, but Cyrus's reign of terror was uniquely insidious. Unlike other villains, he didn't just wield guns or bombs, he manipulated lives from the inside, corrupting the very systems meant to protect them. Sam's death became a rallying cry for the town. Her friends and loved ones banded together, determined to bring Cyrus down. As Jason delved deeper into Cyrus's operations, he discovered a network of corruption extending beyond the hospital. Cyrus had allies in high places, people willing to cover his tracks in exchange for favors. But Jason wasn't alone. Sonny Corinthos, Carly Spencer, and even Anna Devane joined the fight, each bringing their unique skills to the table. The final confrontation. The showdown between Cyrus and his adversaries was inevitable. It took place in the very hospital where he had committed his most heinous acts. Jason confronted Cyrus in Lulu's room, the weight of Sam's death fueling his every word. "You think you're untouchable, Cyrus," Jason said, his voice low and dangerous. "But your time is up. Sam's gone, but her fight isn't over." Cyrus's smirk faltered as the door burst open. Sonny and Anna entered, followed by a team of law enforcement. Evidence of his crimes, including Sam's murder, had been meticulously gathered. For the first time, Cyrus found himself cornered.